Okay, so in this video, we're going to sort of swap into mix mode now. We've finished with recording and overdubbing. So the first thing that we'll want to do when we've got pre-recorded signals and we want to start mixing is to swap the channel input, and that's up in the channel mode section. Okay, we've talked about this briefly in the other videos, changing the input per channel or per module. This time we're going to change that globally, because we don't need a microphone input anymore. So we're going through the different inputs, which you can see up here. So all of the inputs are now to DAW. So channel path input is DAW. So we can monitor the retro or the modern path, it doesn't matter at this stage, and we could do a rough mix. So I'll turn up the monitor, the control room section. Again, we've got kick, snare, overheads and keys. I'm going to want to turn panning on for the stereo tracks. So select and panning. And if you're sitting in the studio between the speakers, you'll hear the stereo image widen out. We'll have a very quick look at EQ. So for the kick, I might want to solo that just for the example and try to make the attack come out a bit more. So if I turn the EQ on, I've basically boosted using a high shelf up above 10 kilohertz, and you should be able to hear the difference with that off and on. Not quite sure if that'll come through in the video, but try it yourself when you're in here. And I also want to insert a compressor on the kick drum. So to do that, we'll take a patch lead, and you're looking for the insert, send and return section on the patch bay. And these are the insert, send and returns for the channel path of the console. So if we take insert, send from 1, where our kick is, we should have our kick drum on the end of this lead, and we'll patch that into a compressor of our choice, which is going to be the distressor in this case. If I look over to that unit, I can see that there's some monitoring happening, the lights are flashing, and then I'll take the output of the compressor and put that into the insert returns. That basically completes the patch for an insert. And then if we start monitoring that in solo again, I can engage the insert here. So if I press that in, you can hear a lot of noise. That's being compressed by the noisy compressor. So off and on. That's it for inserts.